Welcome, everyone. I'm Sue Barber, author, former IT director for a Fortune 500 company, turned executive coach, and this is the Visibility Factor podcast, where we explore how to raise your visibility and play bigger at work and in life. We'll explore key topics and welcome guests that help you shift your thinking about yourself so you can see new possibilities for your leadership. I'm on a mission to create a visibility movement for leaders to show their value and be seen for their true talent. Are you ready to take the next step towards a higher level of visibility for yourself? Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Visibility Factor podcast. This is Sue Barber, your host. Happy New Year. We made it. Happy 2026. I am so excited. I love this time of year because it gives us a chance to start over, to start with a clean slate, to figure out what it is we want this year and to create it. And I want you to know that you have the ability to do that whenever you want. You can create what you want for your life, for your career, simply by just starting, trying to take some actions. And I think sometimes we make it bigger than it needs to be. And I want you to know that you can take small steps. These small habits that you might create for yourself can change some things in how people see you and how you see yourself. So I want to give you 3 questions to think about. The first is, what are the things that you did this year that really surprised you, that were opportunities that you didn't expect, that you surprised yourself in what you did, that others gave you feedback that was really incredible and you were so excited to get? Look at the positive things that really happened over 2025. Are those things that have helped you grow and develop into someone who's more influential, someone who's more visible? I want you to spend a few minutes just thinking about that. Just set a timer for 5 minutes and write down as many of those things as you can think about. Just write them as bullet points. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time putting a lot of detail around them, but I just want you to take a moment because we rarely reflect. We just keep going to the next thing. And I think it's a good thing to reflect and look back on what you accomplished this year. So take a moment and do that for yourself. The next question is, where did you have missed opportunities for visibility, for bigger leadership, for more opportunity to influence? Where did you miss out? And sometimes those things happen because we are afraid. We are scared to try something that's bigger and it feels like we won't be able to do well. So we might tell ourselves a story that we can't do that. But what if you start to pay attention to where those missed opportunities exist? What happened in that moment? What was the messaging you told yourself? What were the things that maybe other people told you that you believed, even if they weren't true? Did they tell you that you weren't smart enough, you weren't good enough, or that you didn't belong at the table and you believe them? Those create missed opportunities. So take a moment and just, like we did for the last question, maybe set a timer. Maybe you only do it for 2 or 3 minutes this time. But think about where you missed out on opportunities. I know for myself, if I had my way, I wouldn't have gone and spoke at conferences, or I might not have led programs that were big. Those would have been missed opportunities had I not done them. But I chose to take a risk, to trust myself, to put myself out there in ways that I just didn't even know were possible. Last question. What do you want to create for this year? You get to decide that. What is it that you want to create? Maybe looking at your list of what you did and what you accomplished and do more of that. Or looking at your list of missed opportunities that you want to change. You want to do those things this year and you don't want to miss out on them again. But what are some things that are going to push you out of your comfort zone? How are you going to play bigger? How are you going to be more visible? How are you going to do things that people don't expect from you? Do you want to be more bold, more influential? Do you want an opportunity to drive more change, drive more transformation? What is it that really speaks to you that if you could do it by the end of 2026, you would be so excited? Think about that for yourself. You get to decide what that looks like. Now, this is looking at things professionally, of course, but you may also want to do this for yourself personally, because I think we all have a lot of things that we might want to accomplish in our personal lives too. Maybe there's travel involved. Maybe there are some things that you want to do with family or friends. Maybe there are things that you said no to that you actually wish you would have said yes. But you get to change all that for 2026 now. You get to turn it around and do something different this year. You get to design what 2026 looks like. So what does that look like for you? What do you want to have accomplished? So maybe you do this exercise for yourself professionally first, and then you do the same thing for yourself personally. And let's see what you come up with. You get to decide what this looks like, right? Don't make it too hard. Don't overthink it. Just whatever comes to mind, write down on a piece of paper and take a look at it. And then you get to decide what to do with it. So again, what did you do in 2025 that was amazing, that you had great accomplishments, that surprised you, that were new possibilities and opportunities that you didn't expect, but you're thrilled that you had them? Number 2, what did you miss out on? What are some missed opportunities that you had that you wish you could change, that you wished you would have done more of, that you took a safer route for whatever reason, that you avoided a risk? Just pay attention to what happened then and why that happened, because the why is just as important as not doing something. The why is helping you understand yourself and where you may be holding yourself back. And then number 3, what do you want to do going forward? What are you going to do in 2026 that is amazing for yourself? Whether that's personally or professionally, how do you want to show up? How do you want people to see you? What perception do you want to create? What accomplishments do you want? What do you want to do for your team if you have them? Think about where you want to be by the end of 2026, because you get to create that right now. I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for being with me on this journey with this podcast. We are at 200 episodes. It really has flown by, honestly, to get to interview such amazing people on the podcast and share those ideas with you so that you can learn from them. I hope the things that I'm sharing on some of these solo episodes are also helping you begin to see what's possible for you. That's what I'm trying to create, is ways to inspire you to do more, to show your value, make an impact, and let people see you so you get new opportunities. I hope you'll continue with me as I go on this journey for more episodes, more interviews this year. I already have some great ones lined up, and I want to continue to be able to share as much value with you as I can. If you have ideas or anything that you want me to talk about on the podcast, I'd love to have you share them with me. Please email me at susan@susanmbarber.com, and let's make 2026 amazing. I'm excited to share it with you, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. Thanks so much for joining today on the Visibility Factor podcast, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks so much for listening to the Visibility Factor podcast. Remember that visibility starts with small steps that are intentional and consistent each day. Be bold, be visible, be the leader you were meant to be. Find us and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. Follow us on all of our social media platforms, which are highlighted in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Visibility Factor podcast.